Let's talk to this group of white people. How you guys doing? Good? I like you. You enunciated right away. He's like, I'm good, bro. Well, yeah. Absolutely. All right, got a little Carhartt shirt on. Got your neck blown out. Okay. Got on your work pants. Let me see your shoes. Put one of your shoes out. Okay, that's not that kind of white boy. That is a different kind of white boy right there. Silverado or F-250? Say what? 150. All right, got it. What'd you say, baby? I said we have the 250. You guys have a 250? Oh, okay. So you guys came in off the 512? How far out there do you live? Are we talking Bonnie Lake? Are we talking Frederickson? Rochester. Jesus Christ. That's what, south on I-5? You got to take the exit after all the used car lots? Great Wolf Lodge, that's right. That's where you go drop your kids off if you don't want them no more. Kids like, I was raised by wolves. All right, so y'all came up from Rochester? Who set this up?
It was my birthday.
Happy birthday. It was your birthday?
It's Monday.
Huh?
It's Monday.
Monday is your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, and how young are you?
25.
Outstanding. Happy birthday. So which one of these dudes, is this a situation going on?
Yeah, this is...
That's yours. Carhartt. Yeah, 150. That's who?
My brother.
Okay, nice to meet you.
I never met this guy till tonight.
You didn't know him until now? But they look like they've been together a little while.
No.
This is brand new? You know he about to have some birthday sex with your sister, right? You can't fight it. You might as well tell her whatever she likes. You're from Rochester. You know her favorites. And so, brother, what's your name, man?
Charles.
Charles. Nice to meet you, man. And what do you do for a living, Charles?
I'm a comfort advisor.
A comfort advisor?
Yeah.
So you're a gigolo. Charles, you guys, that's what that means. What the is a comfort advisor? You work at a mattress farm?
I sell heating and cooling.
You sell heating and cooling. HVAC?
Yeah.
Okay, outstanding, outstanding. So you sell it or you install it?
I sell it.
You sell it. He's like, I'm not that Mexican.
I've been doing it.
All right, and so who are the other two women?
I'm his wife.
Who's wife? Charles' wife.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all kind of look alike. Y'all been together a while?
16 years.
16 years? I can see it. The longer you're with your person, the more you start to look and turn into them.
My cousin.
That's it. So she extra.
Yeah.
You got a man somewhere?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
Home.
Is this real, you guys? Okay. Sometimes people make up a person to not feel left out. Okay, so he's home with the kids. You're like, let me just, okay, all right, okay. And so how did you meet her, Charles? Were you advising her comfort?
No, actually, mutual friends, middle school, high school. I knew her brother.
Middle school, high school?
I knew her brother.
Yeah. So you were in high school and she was in middle school? Rochester, man, they don't give a they don't care out there, man. They really don't. Just OVO. Okay, so you met her when she was in middle school and then just waited?
Yeah.
He's only 2 years older than me.
He's 2 years older than you? Okay, so he was...
I was 13 and he was 15.
Yeah, that would be +2. So you were in 8th grade and he was a sophomore? So he was learning how to drive and you were learning how to speak Spanish? Okay, so then you got to high school. You were a freshman and he was a junior. Okay, then he was a senior and you were a sophomore. He was 18 and you were 15 years old. And y'all went on your first date, huh? Charles, don't take a nervous drink now. Now, put your little drink down, sir. He's like, statutory. But you've been married 16 years, so it. You figured it out. You got 2 boys? Hell yeah. And when they turn 15, you're gonna hook them up with some little 8-year-old girls?
One more year. One more year. One more year.
I said 1 more year. They gotta be 9. They gotta be 9. What the I like you guys. I'm just kidding, but it's nasty. What's your name? Nice to meet you, Jay. Okay, you got on your gold jewelry. You got on, is that Van Cleef? You got on some Van Cleef? Okay, all right. You look like you played some ball somewhere. You used to play some football or something? Basketball and for 2 sport athlete. Okay. Well, you got big black ass knuckles. You do massage therapy. Now, who you rubbing at is changing the color of your knuckles, though. You must be doing deep tissue massages on gorillas. You a masseuse at the zoo? Okay, but I saw your phone light up when you got up, and there was a beautiful little girl on there. That's your daughter? So you make pretty babies. All right, ladies. You're not gonna give you no little gargamel. You make beautiful children. Okay, so you got a daughter, and then there was only one baby on the screen. Is that you don't like the other one as much? She your favorite? She thinks she the favorite. Okay, why? She the daddy's girl. And so the other baby is a little boy? All right. Same mama? Same mama. And she's still with us? Okay, she ain't. He's like, I ain't killed the yet. I think you got a chance. This is what we gonna do. Let me get the logo real quick. Yep, and then Jay, stand up. And this time, come on, stand up. Your back hurt or something? Goddamn. You keep making sound. Yeah. That's a nice necklace. You got jewels on your shit. That's that real shit from the Facebook I keep seeing pop up. Your neck itch or you good? Okay. All right, so this is what I want you to do. This ain't for me. This is for all the women that may be considering this as an option. So what I want you to do is I want you to make the sexiest face in your facial. Look at, hey, tighten up. Not that face. Make your sexy face. You know what I'm talking about. Make your, yeah, you start licking his lips. Yeah, get your LL Cool J on. Make your, all right, now make your sexiest face. Don't look at me. Hey, what's going on? Look at the camera. Hold still. Open, let some teeth show. Yeah, a little more. Stop right there. Okay, now look at the camera. Open your eyes a little bit. Open your eyes just a little bit. Open your eyes, but keep your forehead down. Right there. The bottom of your face is locked. All right, open your eyes just a little bit. Okay, now hold right there. Don't. God damn it, we had it. Lock in, Jay. This is for the. All right, stop. Lock it in. Look at the camera. Turn the camera. God damn it, Jay. Should put him on the camera right now. Logo. This nigga keep licking himself. Trying to find you somebody to love you, and you licking yourself like you want your balls separated. I want to come over here and talk to you with the titties. You got some crazy titties. She said, "Yes, sir." Right here in the vest with the titties hanging out the top, please. If you don't mind zooming in on the titties right there, I appreciate that. Zooming in on the titties. Hey, titties, what you do for a living, titties? You're a what? Chiropractor? You just be like, ah! Back. Ooh, I feel fantastic. Shoot down just a little bit so we see how much titties it is. There you go. Move your arm, baby. Let them live. Let them shine. There you go. Look at that fucking button, boy. That goddamn button is hanging out. That goddamn button like, ah! That goddamn Samoan button on your shirt. You got some big ass goddamn titties. You got a booty on your chest. And she was like, oh. Saucy Santana on their ass. And then who is this with you, the little guy? Who is that? That's your husband? You be putting in work. You be handling yourself, don't huh? He like, yeah, I get him up. Pick them titties up and get them. I said, you fucking titty. Goddamn big ass guy. She beat have killed you. She let him go. What's your name, sir? Isaiah. Nice to meet you. Thank you for enunciating. Thank you for speaking up. Chris is up. So Isaiah, what you do for a living, brother? You're a lawyer? You getting that money? You defending? You defending or putting brothers away? What you doing? Defending. Outstanding. Where you a lawyer at, man? Somebody might need your services. Where? Fulton County and Gwinnett? You busy. He got Fulton and Gwinnett. You ain't supposed to be here right now. You got to read and highlight. And so you good at what you do? You got a good record? Like, what you like 48 and 0? How long you been doing that? 8 years. Oh, you just getting started. You're a little baby lawyer. One day when you get a chest, you're going to be a big lawyer. It's nice to meet you, man. Anybody need an attorney?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Gary.
And Nate.
All right, I want to give you some flowers today.
Me?
Yeah. So, one, I saw your house, which is pretty. Listen, as you're a bachelor, and it was like you say, hey, let's stop by the house real quick. I was like, all right, you rolling the dice when you stop at somebody's house, because I'm ex-military, so I'm a little OCD with the cleanliness. I was like, okay. The biggest thing, when I opened the fridge was fucking spotless. I was like, Nate's a beast. Do you have a cleaning lady?
Yeah.
Did she do the fridge?
No.
Yeah, clean lady. I don't know why clean ladies don't do the fridges.
I don't like fridges or changing beds.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They changed mine.
Well, my cleaning ladies are like, that is extra, my friend.
No.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, it was an impressive house, man. It was clean. It was comfortable. Like, I always think if I can go to somebody's house and I get tired,
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
But just a quick question. When did you go in the refrigerator?
You told me to look in the fridge because I told you to start eating wild-caught salmon.
Touche.
And you said, yo, open the fridge. Look up top to the right.
I said,
go,
there's
what?
a choice in there because of you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not your assistant. I'm not just going to go and eat stuff and go and stuff that's not mine. You literally told me, open the fridge and look for the salmon. And that's the only reason I looked at your fridge.
It's also the only reason why I asked you that.
Yep. And I was like,
So we can move back around and talk about how people just don't be opening refrigerators and stuff.
I would never go and just open a fridge.
Insane.
Ever.
If you wouldn't open a fridge, then I'd imagine opening something cooking on the stovetop and helping yourself to be more egregious to you.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But, and then you told me how you got your house. You was later on the treadmill at the gym across the street and saw a for sale sign.
See the bike, but yes.
See the bike.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then when you went through it, did you know immediately?
I knew when I saw a couple of the amenities. I was like, oh, I gotta have this. Because I was looking specifically in only 2 zip codes. Because they needed to be a certain distance from SeaTac and a certain distance from my parents' house, south, and my club and this studio, which was only gave me 2 zip codes to look in.
Man, if he was going to ask me if I'm trying to look for a house near my parents, I would have chose Prague.
Get that far away from them?
No, it felt like when I was in there, like, okay, what I liked about your house, the movie theater, I like the different levels.
We're just telling them about the stuff in the house.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not showing them. I'm giving them an address.
Oh, you're talking all with anonymity. There's some of the amenities.
This is why I go to people's houses. Like I get online, and anytime you go through a celebrity's house or anybody with money's house or mansions, I watch that stuff on YouTube.
I don't have money yet.
No, you're doing all right.
No, I just got a house and a car and a truck, and now I have to sit still till 2027. I don't have money like that. But I am gonna I'm gonna do some stuff financially and move some stuff around.
The stuff I showed you. We'll talk about it when we're ready.
Yeah,
we got some stuff cooking. I'm gonna listen. Since I got divorced, I have learned so much about finances. That's the biggest thing. If anybody's asked me what I've learned through divorce is how to manage my money and handle my money. And I've surrounded myself with the right people. And even through the divorce and with alimony and we have back taxes with the IRS that I was unaware of, right? Mm-hmm. I've never had this many investments and this much money in the bank at one time.
Nice.
And if I can share that with good people, I want everybody to have money. You know what I mean? Because when I come here, I don't pay for my Celsius.
Right.
I didn't pay for this.
Mm-mm.
You did that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do that, you buy stuff for me.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're good too.
Yeah.
So your girl liked what I told you about the finance stuff. Hopefully.
She said this. I'm familiar with this, but not to the level that I want to. Answer a bunch of questions on it. I know exactly who I need to reach out to find out more about this, and I will get right back to you. And so
have her reach out to my people though.
Okay.
Because they're not trying to do anything. They got to do. Anybody got any questions? Have them call us.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, grand scheme of things, I'm glad you like the house.
I like the movie theater.
I wish I had more yard.
Yeah.
Because I'm out there gardening and mowing the lawn is only 5 lines of a lawnmower.
Dude, you're going to make a good husband. For real. Sorry. Like, you cook, you're clean, and you just said, I wish I had a bigger yard so I could do yard work. Yeah, you're going to make a good husband, bro.
Garden.
What?
Well, this is how I was raised. I was raised on 8.5 acres. My dad was always, yeah. So I guess if that's husband material, then...
Bro.
I knew this already about me.
Okay. Just saying, ladies, he's out there.
No, ladies, he's not. Leave me alone.
Sorry about that.
God damn it. Just treat me like I ain't shit. Give me that same pussy you give every other man you don't think is serious.
Oh my God, dude.
Man, that's how it is out here, man. If they don't think you got a future, they give you the pussy 2-3 minutes after meeting you. If they think you got a future, you gotta wait. We gotta stretch this out. Let's grow the other parts of our relationship first.
You know what it reminds me of? Some girl told me this. She goes, she told me from a woman's perspective. Uh-huh. She goes, the bad part about having feelings for a guy, he gets the least freakiest version. She goes, because when you don't really care, that's when you're going to Vegas and getting a stripper with a girl and doing wild shit because there's no real future. Your wife, who you might think is your wife, she don't want you bringing another person to the bedroom. She don't want you. She goes, and I was like this. Oh my God! I didn't even think about that. She's like, when we start having feelings for you, you don't get the wow one. Mm-hmm. If we don't care about you, we'll do wild shit with you. I go, huh?
I mean, they might turn up a little bit on anniversaries, birthdays, definitely honeymoons, but the fact that they were like that every time they smashed in college.
Oh my God! Why did your eyes go this way? You just thought of somebody in the air.
No, I tried to think.
She's right there.
No. I tried to think. If there's one up there or 2 or 3, they're the ones that aren't like what I'm saying. The exceptions would be up there. The rest of every other woman is right there. Shit is changing, man. Everybody I've ever met, any woman I've ever said hello to since I was 4 years old is trying to reach out right now.
They see your stars rising.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep all of that protected and not make dumbass decisions.
Don't. I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to make sure they can't get your money, bro. I'm helping you with that.
Yeah.
So when they be like, hey, this, like, I ain't got shit.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
And that's the main thing.
I'm trying to help you, bro.
Because I'm the golden ticket, or if they see a shot of this nut as valuable, they about to be a rude awakening.
I'm gonna help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
In the financial terms.
Yeah.
That was I shouldn't have said it. I should have been.
But it's true. We got to protect ourselves, because if it was really about true love and all the other shit you talking about growing, then why is that a thought for women?
Well, what I'm trying, because here's what
I'm trying to get pregnant by one of these. They be at All-Star Weekend. I'm trying to get knocked up.
Yep. But the thing I'm trying to tell Nate.
Finding out somebody got $200 a week, you like, wait a minute, I thought he was rich.
I'm trying to help get knocked up and be like this. You went for a rude awakening when you ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You know, wait 42 years for a chance at anything.
I told you so, be patient.
Sit down.
Just it takes time.
I'll stop by the graduation. It's ridiculous. I don't know. So, yeah.
You're having a hard time, really?
Life?
You're not having a hard time with the dating scene.
Yeah, this shit's outrageous. They can tell you, there's been people coming around where they're like, man, this is kind of rough.
You talking about blasts from the past?
Talking about blast from, sure. The past is as recent as whatever we just said a minute ago. So, yeah, it could be a blast from the past. But I'm saying, like, you can't date somebody and they don't know you're Gary Owen.
True. Well,
you're Googleable. And even if somebody is, say they're from South America and unfamiliar with our entertainment, the server's gonna fuck it up at a restaurant. Oh shit!
Or if they're not familiar, they're gonna be familiar within an hour.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then they act different. Everything slows down. Everything's more expensive. You know, everything is just, it's like, man, this is a morbid way to date. I remember when nobody had anything. It was actual genuine connections. Mm-hmm. Now it's what have you done for me lately? Who are you? What can you do? What is this? What's a high value man mean to me? And that's then the internet ain't helping. Good God, if you get in that algorithm, it's bad.
You ever go to like celebrity net worth?
Yeah.
It's always wrong.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody was like, I had that in my pocket when I read it. I was like, dang.
I want to see what mine is right now. I haven't been to the website. Let's see.
You're a celebrity net worth?
I'm going to look up you too. Let's see what Nate, it's an actual website.
Really?
Yeah. CelebrityNetworth.com. So we're going to type in Nate Jackson.
How would they know?
They don't. They're just guessing.
It's a hell of a pocket watch.
So, Nate Jackson.
How much money does Nate have?
Let's make sure we got it. Are you even on it?
Nice movie theater.
Are you even on it?
No, I ain't got no money. I just told you that.
No, but you're a celeb.
I'm an R celebrity.
You are a celeb.
No, R list. I'm not ABC.
Why not put Nate Jackson? Put Chingy. Like Chingy's net worth.
My cousin on there?
Is that your cousin?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. This is Nate Diaz, Evan Tanner, Gerard Mayo. Why are these people on? I'm looking for Nate Jackson, bro.
I told you I'm not. I ain't got no money.
This is unbelievable.
No. Let's put you in.
The people they have are not near as popular as you, though.
Yeah, but I ain't got no money yet.
Not even close. But, this is a white-run website. They definitely should know you then. Okay. We'll type in my name. See what they say I'm worth. Gary Owen. Oh, I popped up.
See?
Says I'm worth $4 million.
That's big money.
What is Gary's net worth? Gary Owen is an American actor and stand-up comedian who has a net worth of $4 million. Gary had his breakthrough in 1997 on the stand-up comedy television show Comic View. Did not make the money off that. Following that, he began appearing in comedy films including Held Up, Daddy Daycare, Little Man College, and Think Like a Man. I have developed a large African-American following due to his appearance on the cable channel BET. Owen was named Black America's favorite white comic by Ebony Magazine. It's got my date, where I was born.
It has all that?
Gary began his career earnest after his military service, forming in San Diego. He began cultivating a substantial African-American fan base and started taking home accolades and honors. His early success resulted in his first gig at the famous Hollywood Comedy Store. Damn, they got everything on there. It might have been reading my bio.
At the end of the day, it's $4 million.
That's what they say. They don't know. That's what they say.
You know what I've been watching online?
What's that?
A lot of people are posting these really sentimental, behind the scenes posts about Quincy Jones.
Yeah, he's the best.
I didn't know he was, like, he's a Seattle guy, and so I've always had affinity towards his work and like how he worked with Michael Jackson and all. I mean, he's even in the movie. He's even in the movie. Was it Ray? Where I think Lorenz Tate plays a young Quincy Jones. Yeah, and so, but it's just a trip to see like. Did you ever see the video of the piano savant where he plays? I think it's Bach, and then turns it into church, and then turns it into jazz. He posted a video where he's playing the piano, and the video was only on Quincy while he's jamming out. And he's like, "Yeah, John, yeah,
yeah, man."
And then I saw a post where he said, him and Michael were going back and forth about the trumpet intro on one of the songs. Right, the intro, and Michael was like, "Take the trumpets off. It's competing with my voice." And Quincy was like, "No, that's establishing the
what song?
That one.
I don't even know what song that is.
The one Chris Tucker sings in the Rush Hour movies.
What's the song called? Michael's got hits, bro. You're acting like Kumo D here. What song was it? He got hundreds of hits.
Hold on, I'll get it for you.
Where he's like, yeah. Yeah.
Don't stop till you get it up. Come on.
Literally.
That's what he was saying?
Yeah. And so the trumpets at the beginning, Michael said to take him out. Quincy was like, no. And then the person interviewing Quincy was like, so what did you decide? He was like, you want to know who won the argument? And he was like, yeah. He was like, have you heard the song?
You know, I had a holding deal with him.
I didn't.
Yeah, I did. My first television deal was with Quincy Jones. And so it was, looking back, just to go over his house, because that's where we had all the meetings. That's where we met to try to write this show with the writer. And yeah, we can't post this podcast now.
Yeah, 6 seconds is not
okay,
enough.
that's it. I was like, don't let them start singing. Stop with the trumpets.
Right. We're
blocked
from somebody named Pillow.
Yeah. No, I had a development deal with them, man, and it was just the stories on top of stories, and some I'm like, I will never share on air. I can share with you off air.
Okay.
But I mean, he was really opening up because we were with each other a lot for about 6 months
in Hollywood.
Yeah, at his house. We just go to his house
In the hills or somewhere.
dude. This is the most pimp shit I've ever seen anybody do. The street he lived on in Bel Air, he had the ex-wife with his daughter in the house across the street. And then he had this house. He was building the big house, ended up being his house. This is 20 years ago, at the end of the road.
Right.
And then the only other person that on that road was a dude from Girls Gone Wild.
What?
So he basically was like, I'm not with you anymore, because he had a young daughter. God, she's probably 30 now, because Quincy's 91.
Wow.
So his youngest, I'm sure we could look it up, he had in his 50s or 60s. And then, so he's like, yeah,
She's 40.
I'm gonna move you across the street.
Yeah.
So I can see my daughter whenever I want.
Wow.
And you can have your life, but I'm still gonna have my life. I'm building my big house down here. And then, I want to say, the house that he moved out of, I think Chris Tucker either was gonna buy it or did buy it.
Wow.
That was that street that he lived on. And he was telling me this is right when Girls Gone Wild was hitting. He goes, yeah, man, the guy across the street, he's a nice guy, wild. And I go, who is it? He goes, nah, he didn't really know. And then we finally figured it out. I go, that's the dude from Girls Gone Wild.
Wow.
But man, all the houses
that was
were
successful.
For a minute.
Yeah. The infomercials or the commercial would play at the end of the night. Like,
that changed the game.
Wow, what?
That was a game changer. But he lived across the street. But just like when you go to his house, there's just a wall of Grammys. And you're like, people would die for one of those.
Right.
He's got a wall. and
A full wall.
It's so many. It doesn't even look like a big deal.
Wow.
You know, it looks like a bunch of these liquor bottles. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
there's just so many, and then just stories of, and they're all true about Michael Jackson and Ray Charles and Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis and like Naomi Campbell and Lenny Kravitz. He got stories about everybody,
Wow.
and he's just sharing them.
So how, not that you were out of place being there, but how did that happen?
Did I get the Holden deal?
Yeah, how does a
was
guy
there.
from Ohio end up at Quincy Jones'
was-
house
I
with
was-
a holding deal?
I was in Montreal
JFL?
for just for laughs,
Okay.
and I had 4 sets at Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
First one I bombed. I mean, I didn't get a laugh.
Damn.
I was on the New Faces. I was the first comic on New Faces, and we drew numbers. I drew 1. I go,
The bullet.
so I'm talking 6 p.m. on a Wednesday. I'm going up to Montreal, and the set I have been working on. You know, an hour you can have 5 minutes of dead time and still be all right.
Right.
Well, you got 5 minutes. You can't have no dead time.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't laugh at the host, who was Dom Herrera. And I
Mm.
went, yeah, they're not really laughing at him. And I'd seen Dom around LA back then. I was like,
Right.
he's killer.
Killer.
And I go up, Nate, I don't think I got a smile.
Damn.
They were like, and I go, but I screw myself because instead of reading the room and going with my gut, be like, switch this setup, perform for these people.
Right.
Back then, it was all about point of view to get a sitcom.
Yes.
So I was like, and my agent was like, no. Don't worry about the crowd. Don't worry about the laughs.
Establish. your
We got
point.
all these networks here to see you. They're going to do this. They were trying to do this interracial show, right?
Okay.
So when I bombed that bad, I said goodnight. I walked out the back door and just started walking back to the hotel. About
Right.
a 2-mile walk. And I remember my ex-wife, who was just my girlfriend at the time, they was like, is he coming out? She goes, oh, I know Gary. He ain't coming out.
He's gone.
Man. I walked back, and I didn't go up again until Friday.
Okay.
So Thursday night, I stayed in this damn hotel room watching CFL football and like Degrassi Junior High.
Wow.
That's all I watched on the TV. I was like, because I felt like if I went out, everybody's gonna be like, that's got a bomb right there.
Dang.
That's got a bomb. So Friday I went up. So now I'm 5th. There's 8 people on the show. Now they put me in the middle.
Is this a New Faces again?
Same lineup. They just flip it.
I didn't.
One-
I didn't know you get multiple showcases as New Faces.
You got 2 shows.
Nice.
So I get there, and I'm looking at the other 7 comics, and everybody's going, damn, that audience sucked. I guess everybody bombed.
Oh, that night.
I guess that crowd was just like looking.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, I felt a little better. But I do know the first show they said Quincy Jones is here. And you could see him. He was in the balcony. I was like, yeah, it's Quincy Jones. And then the second night, they go, Quincy's back. I'm like, yeah, Quincy Jones is here again. Second night, pretty good. Not great.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right. I felt like I redeemed myself, but I definitely didn't do enough to get a deal.
Right.
Guy-
You did.
Well, Guy Tori missed his flight. He couldn't do the urban show.
Oh,
The
no.
urban show was at the end.
Yeah.
So they was like, Gary, can you stay a couple extra days? Because the urban show wasn't until like Saturday or Sunday.
They're like, I can because
Oh,
I need to
that was
fix
the
this
audience.
ad. Yeah.
So but the urban show is 2 different audiences.
Yeah.
And the first show, they either say clean or they want it implied clean. And the
Right.
second show is just raw. It's,
nuts.
so like the first show they promote as like urban fun, and the second show they promote as urban raw.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So the first urban show, I was doing all my black church stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
The second urban show, I was just doing like Dick Pussy type jokes.
Right.
So I didn't know Quincy was at the urban show.
He came to both of those too.
Yeah. So I leave Montreal thinking, I don't know. Mine did all right. I get a call a week later. Hey, Quincy Jones wants to meet with you. I said, huh? They go, yo, he was in Montreal. Like, he's calling for you.
Mm.
And I was like, so we go to his house. We meet with him. And I'm like starstruck. We walk in because he had this big picture of him and Michael Jackson when Michael was like 18.
Right.
And I was like, oh, my God, this is like legit Quincy Jones. And he said, this is what I saw. He goes, I went to just about every show in Montreal. He goes, you're the only person that did 4 different sets
Mm.
and you adjusted why on the fly. So he goes, I saw you the first night bomb, second night did better,
Mm-hmm.
third show with the urban show, you did it, and the fourth show you went another direction. He goes, so granted, he only saw 20 minutes,
Right.
but he goes, I just saw a guy that was here and then went here.
Mhm.
He goes, so he was like, yeah, I could do something with him. So we got a holding deal, and I'll never forget as long as I live. You negotiate with holding deals, right? They called me and they said, yeah, he's offering you $150,000 for the year for your TV rights.
This is in 19...
This is in 2000.
Okay, so 24 years ago.
I never...
That's real money.
Oh. And when you got a guy not make, I wouldn't make a lot. I was
real
like,
money.
what? And I told my manager at the time, I said, oh, there's no negotiating. Say yes.
Right.
And then he goes, well, we think we can do. I said, no, say yes. I said, let me just put it this way. Say whatever you want. Don't fuck up the deal.
Right.
Right? So then, I'll never forget, we go over his house. He starts, oh, we got the deal. All right. He used to call me Snow Cone. Snow Cone.
Snow cone?
Yeah, Snow Cone. When I wanted to Snow Cone. And then we go in there. We're meeting, we're talking. Then he goes like this. How much you say it was? And somebody goes, lady was always there with us in the meetings. $150,000. He's like, all right. She opens up the checkbook, writes a check, and hands it to me. And I was like, I've never seen a check that big in my life.
Wow.
And then I go out, we leave, and we're out in front of his house.
That's the deposit. It's too easy to write. That was the deposit.
I know. I'm with my manager at the time. He goes, just so you know, this ain't normal. That's what he goes. And all the years I've been in LA, I ain't ever seen nobody walk in somebody's house for a holding deal.
Right.
And have them write the check. And it's true because I don't know if you ever had a holding deal with a network or studio.
I have not.
Well, they don't give them out like they used to. Different time.
They don't give them out.
Yeah. Different time.
Right.
Every holding deal I had after that, and I probably had 5 in my life. And granted, they were all a long time ago. You got to get whatever the money is. Let's say $100,000 is your holding deal. Mm-hmm. You get $25,000 up front. You get $25,000 like 6 months later. Mm-hmm. You get another $25,000 when you go to like the pitch meetings, and then you'll get the last $25,000 if the show goes. Mm-hmm. You don't get that $25,000. That goes into the pilot.
Right.
But if the show doesn't go, they just give it as like a thank you for letting us hold your deal. Mm-hmm. So I was like that after that, and I was like, oh, that Quincy deal. I never had a deal that big after that, and I never seen like money just like bam, yeah, write the check. I was like, oh yeah, this is different. Mm-hmm. This is different here. That's still the biggest house I've ever been in where I thought I was outside and I was still inside.
Wow.
I literally thought we was outside. And I looked up and I was like, oh, we're still inside his house. There's like a little courtyard in the middle of the new house, and it was like glass up top. I was like, oh, this is inside.
Wow. That's
pretty
amazing. Was there just like random unheard songs playing in the background? Like,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like was somebody just tap dancing in the corner?
But you would never deal. But he would say like nothing. He'd be like, hey, yeah, he goes, when am I free till? And they'll be like, hey, you're free till 6 o'clock. And then what? Lenny Kravitz and Jamie Foxx is coming over. Right. You know, like shit like that. You're like, who's coming?
Now, Jamie's house was the biggest I had seen at that point.
The one he's in now?
I don't know about him moving. The one that was way out in Thousand Oaks over the ranch. Where you
with the studio in the back?
You go up the one across the pool.
Yeah, the studio's on the other side of the pool. Yeah, that's a big house too. Jamie's got a big old house too.
That shit was crazy. Who?
Yeah. Jamie's got a big old house.
Yeah, but that was where I saw the awards sprawled out like they...
The Oscars and stuff like that?
There was so much. There was trumpet awards and I think there was an ESPY or something where he hosted something. There was a lot of shit. There was so many from the floor to the ceiling for like, I don't know, 75 feet. There was this whole wall and it was these glass squares and inside each square would be an award. So you could look through that to another living room. I also remember he had this beautiful coffee table that was, a shitload of roses were inside of it.
Oh, really?
And then there was like I don't even call it a baby grand. It was a grand piano. And I'm like, man, I bet he just fucking sits at that and just ballad after ballad after ballad.
Well, Jamie wanted to be a musician at first. Mm-hmm. It was like, he went to that school in San Diego. It was like a musical school. And then he just realized he could be funny. And just took off. I think he's the most talented guy on earth, Jamie Foxx. He's funny. He can sing, he can act, and he's athletic. He can pretty much do everything. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You think?
Yeah, but I mean...
I'm not talking like, ha-ha funny. It's like, hold your gut. If you're with him long enough and he can start imitating you, I haven't seen so many people imitate me.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's one of my favorites. And I hadn't met Jamie. Well, I met Jamie, but I was at his house on 1 or 2 occasions, and he was never home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they're like, oh, he's in the Ukraine filming something, or he's in this thing.
That was Robin Hood.
Stealth.
Stealth, yeah.
He was filming Stealth.
That was right after we started hanging out, dude. That was a long time
He had
ago.
a function at his house, or his people did, and so
that was 20 years ago.
No.
Stealth?
Was the movie Stealth that old? Maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't Stealth then. It was something that recorded in the Ukraine.
That was Robin Hood. He was recording in Ukraine.
Well, then that's what it was.
Croatia?
Yes.
His name was Croatia. He was doing Robin Hood over there.
That's it. And that feels right because that's more recent. And so, anyway, it wasn't a big party or nothing, but like Audra, Speedy, a few other people had people over.
Yeah.
And like people very close to him that like they had permission to have company when he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just remember I was like, man, how do we Uber eat something up to here? Shit, I am hungry and I don't want to go in this man's kitchen. And they were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Go in the pantry. It's literally anything in there you can have.
Yeah.
Leave the top shelf alone and have what you want. And I was like, damn. I opened it and there was so many different types of Quaker Chewies and granola bars. And so I was like, what the fuck is going on? I never seen a spread like that.
It's Costco.
But it was everything. Now, you gotta think, I'm like broke, starving comic, just happy to be that far from North Hollywood. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Fabric wallpaper, like fabric, like you could push it, like it was fat, like it was just the richest shit I'd ever seen.
He posted something about a year ago, maybe less, where he had some TV that took up the wall.
Yeah, seen it.
And it was ceiling to floor.
Yep.
And he was playing, he was a Cowboy fan. It was like a Cowboy game he was showing. And I go, what the fuck? Is that the TV?
In his living room.
It was so big.
But I got cool with his sister, rest in peace. She was super cool.
Yeah.
She was super cool, man. And was
Is it
fluent.
Deidre? Is that her name, Deidre?
Yeah, she liked me. We just called her Dee Dee, but
Yeah.
she was like, she liked me. And she was on the spectrum. I don't know what her thing was, but she would be like, she would do that. Like we'd all be talking, and I'll just look. She'd be right there, like Jackson. I'm like, you know, give her a big ass hug. You good, baby? Yeah. She was so sweet. So I hate that she passed and had the complications that she had, but yeah. So then when I did meet Jamie, he was hosting the BET Awards.
That's when you did a warm up, right?
Yeah, I did the warm up, and you're like, he probably don't give a fuck, and I'm sure he doesn't. But that was when I met him. But it was like, it wasn't the Jamie from TV, and it wasn't the Jamie from music. It was actually like
Eric Bishop.
Eric Bishop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's chill, man. He is so chill. I look at how lucky I've been.
And I did Foxhole Radio for years.
Oh, did you?
Jamie was never there on Wednesdays.
I did it with Johnny Mac and Speedy and all that.
I was there when it was
I did
like
it a couple times with them.
50 motherfuckers around the table.
Yeah, it was just a bag fest. It was just a bag fest.
Yes, literally.
You know what I mean? Like, they will literally take your biggest accomplishment and just shit on it.
And rank all over it. Yeah, but I remember I had like no respect. It was like Clayton barely had respect, and Clayton was like, "Come with me," and I'm like, "Okay." So we go into Hollywood, park in the little thing, and go all the way up to the top. We're in that conference room. And
across street from Boa, right?
Yeah, and there's like eight mics and 12 people. And Johnny Mac is the one, but you out, you in, you out, you
Johnny
in.
motherfucking Mac.
Johnny motherfucking Mac. And there was, and Louis Dix was there. Lou Dix, and he had, they were talking about his van. I guess he had like a family van that was loud or some shit. And so, and then Clayton had just bought this like 20-year-old Honda Accord that smoked when he drove it. And so, I was on the mic for like, I just hopped, it was my first time on the mic. I'm like, all right, cool, let me get in here. And they're arguing back and forth about something else. I'm like, what y'all should do is race y'all cars up a hill. Whose piece of shit could get to the top faster?
Did they fall out?
Everybody fell out.
Because when they fall out, they fall out.
Yes, and I mean, everybody was like, "Oh, which piece of shit? Which piece of shit?" Right. So it was, and then they go to the break. As soon as we go to the break, like, got two right back in Red Fox on channel 196. Bow. You go to Johnny, goes, Nate, yeah, you a funny motherfucker right there. Nate, what's your name? I'm like, Nate Jackson's like, Nate motherfucking Jackson. Johnny motherfucking Mac says you fucking funny. That mic is his. And then I didn't have to split the mic with nobody else for any other time I came in.
Oh, that's great.
I was like, gee. And to this day, Johnny would be like, Nate, you's a funny motherfucker.
I think Johnny's the one that introduced me to Jamie.
He has to be. You can't get to Jamie without either
But this is before
the
he was
barber,
huge.
Speedy, or him is how Jamie is even introduced to anyone.
But this, you gotta realize, I met Jamie in 98.
Okay.
This is pre Any Given Sunday.
Pre-Laugh-A-Palooza.
Yeah, this is before Any Given Sunday. Any Given Sunday is the one that made
And
Jamie.
they said they're bringing it back.
What?
Laugh-A-Palooza.
Oh, really?
That's what they said, yeah.
Well, I hope it ain't the... I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh, but they're saying Laugh-A-Palooza will come back. And there was only 1 year of it. It was in Atlanta, and everybody still...
I think there was 2 years.
Maybe, man. But everybody talks about the 1 year when it talks about it. So like, Laugh-A-Palooza was incredible. They paid so much attention to detail. No comic was too small. Once you were in it, they treated everyone like international headliners.
Never did it.
Well, I mean, that's straight from Clayton's mouth. And he, at the
My
time, he was
goodness.
telling me he wasn't shit. He was like
never did
actually
it.
homeless.
Really?
Yeah, Clayton was. He had homeless. He was homeless. And
That's funny. You're like this.
But
No,
Clayton-
like him and Tiffany lived in the same car.
well, Clayton was living behind something in North Hollywood, and like people found out and were like, absolutely not, young man. And then like Michael Jai White helped him, and then other people started helping him. Then he got his own place. And then that's why his car was 20
This
years
is
old.
Clayton English, right?
No,
Who's
Clayton
that?
Thomas from Detroit. CT. Who goes
Oh,
outside.
CT, the one that's married to...
Tangerine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's probably, if he hears this, he's gonna be pissed. I called him Clayton Thomas that much. But fuck you.
Not bad.
No, he's like my brother.
That's like your era, though. I always say like comedy is like frats and college years. So your group that you came to LA with, that's open micing, struggling, everybody trying to
We
make it.
call it class.
Class.
We say we got a hell of a class.
Got a hell of a class. My class was the guys that have blown.
Did you do the Barrier Black?
Yep.
When?
98.
So that's your class.
So you're looking at D-Ray, Nick Cannon.
And that was 16, 17?
Yeah. We actually rode together from San Diego to Oakland for that contest.
He won, right?
No. The year I did it, Craig Robinson won.
So that was year 3.
I don't know. It was longer than that.
Okay.
It was longer than that. Because that's where Nick got his deal off that. There was Disney
Yeah,
was there.
people don't know that. But yeah.
But what I remember, that year, the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition, I remember I got through the first, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 rounds, but I got to the semis.
Yeah.
And then, because the first like 3 or 4 rounds is the same weekend, and then it's like a month later is the finals at the Paramount.
Yeah, a month later.
So I just remember 6 people made the finals.
Yeah.
So when we got to the semis, the first show 3 people was going, the second show 3 people going. Honest John was on the second show.
Yeah.
I was on the first one. I pulled Honest John aside. I said, listen.
They're not going to let 2 whites in.
I said, listen, if I told him, I said, if I get to the finals of that first show,
Yeah.
I don't care how funny you are, you're not getting in. I said, if I don't, I said, motherfucker, you can tell knock jokes. You getting in.
Right.
I go, so you're going to know.
Yeah.
And it played out.
Exactly like
Just
that.
I remember my semis had Nick, Lavelle Crawford,
Ooh.
George Wilborn,
God.
Derek Ellis.
Chicken be big,
So I'm going to ask you.
Church's chicken be big.
Craig was on the Late Show with Honest John.
Okay.
Trying to think, who else was on mine?
Nick Cannon, Lavelle, Craig Robinson.
Well, on my
Honest
show,
John.
my semifinals.
Yeah. There was, how many of y'all were on that, though?
The semifinals was, I think,
9?
there might have been 9 or 10, and
Yeah.
3 made it. So I just, out of the names I just said,
Yeah.
so I didn't make it to the finals.
You, Nick Cannon, Lavelle Crawford,
Derek Ellis,
D-Ray,
George Wilburn.
George Wilborn,
I
Derek Ellis, that's 6.
can't remember who else was on that show.
Oh, that's a lot of successful people.
So who do you think made it to the final? The people
Derek Ellis, D-Ray, and Lavelle. But Lavelle, sometimes he has to catch fire.
Why would you say Derek Ellis?
Because Derek is so different. He's either going to bomb terribly or he's going to catch fire.
Okay.
I've seen him, chicken be big too. And like Cheryl Underwood, the way she did him on Comic View, she was like, this motherfucker's on heroin. And like ruined his career. But before that, like I seen Derek just like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, is this an acceptable delivery?
So, no. Nick made it.
Okay.
Derek made it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I can't remember who the third one was. Because obviously Craig Robinson made it and Honest John made it the second show and one other person. I forget it. But anyways, they literally sat us down, said no cussing. You have 5 minutes. If you go over, every minute you go over, you will be deducted a certain amount of points for the judges.
4 points.
So
and 1 point is enough to ruin
Derek went last and cussed and went so far over his time and went to the final. When they announced him, the crowd booed.
Yeah, I'd have been hot.
Like we were like this.
I believe every word you're saying.
So then we looked.
Single word you're saying. Because I've seen some.
Then we looked
at the Bay.
Then we looked at the program. He's one of the goddamn sponsors.
Derek Ellis?
Yeah, he's one of the donors. I was like this.
He couldn't have donated enough, but help set up chairs.
But you know, Tony Spires ran that.
Yeah, but he wasn't signed to Tony before he did it.
He was on the dang flyer.
Yeah.
I got no reason to lie about this.
Yeah, that's fine.
He was one of the guys.
Did Tony rep him before the festival?
I don't know. This is what I know.
They were in cahoots, is what you do know.
He did everything they said don't do to all of us and got to the finals. And I was like this.
Crazy. And this was back when it was sponsored by like Bud Light, Disney, Coors Light and shit. Because from my understanding, you correct me if I'm wrong, but by the time I won it in 2010...
I didn't know you won it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I've been a problem.
Ronnie won it too one year, right?
Ronnie hosted the year I won.
Okay, right.
Yeah. And they didn't allow for people to do it multiple years because Mark Curry won more than one. He won the first and the third one, I believe.
Jamie won it 1 year.
He did. But the prizes were so big that, if I'm correct, you got 4 episodes of The Living Color if you won the Bay Area. But that's what got... Jamie got on The Living Color because he won the Bay Area Black.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And Wanda was in his set. So Keenan developed Wanda to be like, you're going to come out as Wanda in a sketch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And that's I was like, stop me if I'm wrong. But that was the impression that I had. But I saw videos of like, because Tony had all these tapes where he's saying the rules in like this small room and every contestant's in the room. And the camera pans around and everybody's dirty and broke.
I've seen that.
Everyone's dirty and broke, but it is Faison Love, Chris Tucker, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle. I was like, Jesus. And so he has all that stuff. He has, and it's all VHSs, and he was trying to get stuff transferred over because he has 25 years of all this history. Mm-hmm. He's talking about bringing that back too, but it takes so much to do that shit.
I don't like contest. It's so subjective.
It is, but I'm not. We have one we do called Funniest Motherfucker right here at my club. Mm-hmm. And the amount of pressure that the talent puts on themselves to be good in it is like I've just over the years I've like seen that like they are like the people are stressed the fuck out. Like my career depends on. I'm like, you do know I made this up from scratch.
No, you
4
understand.
Years ago.
This changes everything,
Gary. I'm talking about after last year, like 3 or 4 of them were like in the empty showroom, like fucking pacing. I'm like, everybody get the fuck out, man. This shit ain't even, it's not even a real thing. I mean, it's real, but it's not like, I gotta win this shit to like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and it was the pressure they applied themselves. We were no different doing the bet. You gotta think back, like Tony Spires made this shit up.
Oh, dude.
But when you did it, there was real opportunity. Like when I did it, you get $5,000. And, Marcus Combs was the favorite to win. Recipe. Marcus was the favorite to win when I did it. There was 9 of us in the finals at the Paramount, and I almost went the year before, but I ran the light because I did my closer. I started my closer with my back to the crowd. That's the way the joke was designed. Mm-hmm. And when I turned, the comics were up in the balcony waving their phones. So I just cut to the end of the joke. I said, "Thank you, good night." I ran the light by 4 seconds. And Bob Sumner took everybody from the finals and put them all directly on the Def Jam. And that's why I wasn't on Def Jam.
Oh, wow.
But I sat there because he had me, CT, and Ada Rodriguez waiting. He's like, if anybody bombs, you guys are on. And he comes out, and this is at the Orpheum. He comes out and he's like, Ida, hair and makeup, go get ready. Clayton, hair and makeup, go get ready. To this day, I wish we sat in a different order because there was no rhyme or reason to why we sat that way.
So who all was in the finals?
BT Kingsley.
And this is the year you won, right? You're talking about the year you won?
This is the year I won.
Okay, it's 2010.
Yeah, so the first year I did it, I made it to the semis, and everybody was like, who the fuck is Nate Jackson?
This is 2009?
Seattle. This is 2006. It took me 4 years.
Okay.
And I remember I came outside and Kendall Ferguson from Chicago was on the phone with someone from Chicago, like, some motherfucker named Nate Jackson advanced, and he ain't shit. Hey, how is somebody advancing? We don't even fucking know. And I was like, nigga, that's me. And he turned, he was like, nigga, you Nate Jackson? I was like, I'm Nate Jackson. He was like, I met the nigga. And then he hung up.
But you know, that's the norm. Like, when you're new and nobody knows where you're at, where you came from, you come out of left field, like, slanging guys. A lot of these comics have been in LA.
There's no surprises in that. Like, comedy's like boxing. Like, you know when somebody's gonna be cold. They're a junior Golden Glove. Like, nobody's coming out of no.
Yeah, but you got to
jump to the semi. So I jumped to the semis 2006, and then just my set was just like the next year I got to in advance. The next year I come out to Rock, and
it's 2007.
2007, and I could have it mixed up, but I come out to Rock, and Kool-Aid goes up in front of me, and he could have handed out stimulus money the way that crowd was rocking. I mean, he destroyed. It was my first time having to follow heat, and
I only got 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, it was a semis though. And
yeah, but you still, how long you got?
5 or 8.
Heat's hard to follow when you only got 5.
It was insane. He had Yoshi's like vibrating, and I was on the side, and I remember I had this hat that I like it was like I had it specially made for this, embroidered. I wore it to the back and it said Seattle across here, and before I went up, I could not find it, and I was like, I need my fucking hat. So I was all out in the showroom. He was on like minute 3, minute 5, minute 6, and then Rodney was like, nigga, fuck that hat. You need to focus. And I got back to the side, and when I got into the green room, Rodney's on stage like, God damn, boy, that's Kool-Aid. We got one person that's advancing. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all ready for the next act? You know what I'm saying? Little known, but we love him. Give it up for Nate Jackson. When I come out, they're like, let's go. I start, first joke hits, second joke, I'm like, and this is the mistake should nobody do. But I was like, in order to follow that heat, I gotta do this joke that I've been thinking about, that I know is big if it hits, but I ain't never did it before. And so I went for some like brand new shit, like literally just try to do joke. It was on my mind. I was like, this shit gonna hit, I just feel it's gonna hit. Did it, pure confidence, that motherfucker bombed. I spent the next whatever digging, getting out. I get out, thank you, good night. I walk off. Rodney was like, I'm like, whoo, he's like, you got out of there. And I'm like, man, thank you. He's like, don't get that bomb on me though. I was like, whoa, Jesus Christ. That set and Shreveport are the only 2 rough sets I've had since I started doing comedy.
Really?
Yes. And I got out of Shreveport with a win. But it was still like, fuck, I should have assessed this crowd.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then the next year, and you know, because you're doing your showcase set. I'm like, I know what new closers I got. My shit is crazy this year. If nobody wrote nothing new, I'm winning this year. And I was talking shit too. I'm like, y'all know what it is. Shit, and I had this new seizure laugh joke. I'm like, if that shit, and you see me do that at the college. You saw that hit, the seizure laugh.
Oh yeah.
That was a new joke. I was like, shit, I could close with this hoe. And so I was like, I'm closing. That's when I ran the light. Damon Rozier, wheelchair comic from New York. Rest in peace. Do you remember Damon Rozier?
No, never met him.
He was very funny. But he was in a wheelchair. And you know and I hate to say it like this, because Damon was truly talented. But at the Bay, any disability helped.
Oh.
Just like Last Comic Standing with Josh Blue, or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this guy has muscular dystrophy. You're like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or an instrument, a motherfucker with a ukulele? Oh, you're in trouble.
That's why, when you're done, I'm going to tell you about Craig Robinson destroyed.
Oh, I bet. And so, anyway, I did it. Damon Roselle went on in my place. And I didn't know that was going to be the case until Bob spoke at the shit. And he was like, I want to commit. And you know, if you lose, you just lose. It is what it is, everybody. They don't talk about you no more. They're talking about who went on. Mm-hmm. Bob is like, goes out of his way. I'm Bob, the star maker, star finder, star discoverer. I created Dave Chappelle Def Comedy Jam, and I want to commend everybody that's advancing. But before I continue on that, I want to give accolades to two people I saw. One, Skills Hudson. Phenomenal set. Not enough spots to advance you. Two, Nate Jackson. You ran the light by such a small degree. I pushed to see if we can still have you, and they don't allow it.
They don't allow it.
The festival wasn't. They weren't going to allow a fourth spot.
Right.
That would have went. That would. I've been. They'd have jumped me.
Yeah.
He was a fucking thing, right? With that said, everybody that's moving on to the finals or semifinals, you're all on Def Jam. Yeah! I was like, what the fuck? No! Like, that's a real...
This is 2007.
And me and Skills looked at each other like, fuck! You know Skills? Mm-mm. He has the worst hairline in all of comedy. He wears a hat, and he had a joke where he would take his hat off. He goes, from 35 to 85. From 35 to 85.
Skills Hudson?
Skills Hudson. SKILLZ. And he was in SoCal, and he moved. I think he's in Vegas now.
You said this is 2007?
This was 2000. No, that was 2009.
That he said everybody's going to Def Jam?
And they all did. Every single person was on Def Jam.
Oh, yeah, I know Skills Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
Everybody went on Def Jam. That made it to the
Was Tiffany on that?
Haddish?
Yeah.
She wasn't in any of those years.
Okay. Because this is how, talking about Def Jam.
2010 I won. And
what did you get out of that?
$5,000, and they had no other perks.
TV?
Not only that, Dugar had a run through Okinawa that you could do a part of it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even get that.
Damn, you won the wrong year. You won the wrong year, bro.
No, but 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, none of the good shit was still left no more. You guys had already had all the dope shit.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon or whatever. Who Disney being present?
Oh, Disney saw Nick. And Nick was perfect because he was a good-looking guy. He was almost like Matt Rife before Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Good-looking guy, young guy, and he had you only do him 5 minutes, and you got to be clean.
It was perfect.
He was like, he had this joke about the cows. His mother bought him a gift, and it was like La Vaca instead of Moo. He goes,
it was Spanish.
Yeah, it was Spanish.
I remember
sheep, La Vaca. Moo. He goes, that's a cow. He said, what does a cow make? La Vaca. It was a funny joke. And then Craig Robinson was on the piano, and this is a different time because his big joke, he just get on there, start playing the piano, and no matter what the crowd was ripping or not, he was monotone.
Yeah.
So he comes out and he goes, so I'd like to sing a couple songs for you guys. And he goes, so this is one my cousin wrote, and you guys should enjoy it, but yeah, she's retarded. And then he goes,
over the keys?
Yeah, he just played it. It's like a love song. He goes, I was like,
can't do that today, but that he would
on Def Jam.
He would do that shit today. Actually,
he did on Def Jam and it killed. And it was just fuck. And then he did a joke about he'd get the whole crowd involved. And he'd be like, he says something about I don't know what the song was, but anyway, can I have some booty? Yeah. And then he goes, come on, sing with me, fellas. And then all the guys go, booty. He goes, see, girl, everybody wants your booty. Yeah. It would destroy. And 5 minutes of that,
forget about it.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked. I was like, because every time I'd see him, like, when you're open micing, you're looking at the list, and every time I would see Craig Robinson, that fucking keyboard, I'm like, God damn it if I go after that. Because you got to work. Yeah. It's not having fun, you got to work.
This was when Craig was like full on okay with doing urban stuff and all that.
Oh, yeah, he was doing everything.
Yeah.
All them Chicago comics was beast. But Tiffany's funny when you're talking about Def Jam Bob Sumner.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing this nationwide search, nationwide auditions for Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up in Cincinnati, and to sound conceited, I destroy.
Yes.
I'm like, there's no way. Mm-hmm. I'm in Cincinnati. It wasn't like it was strong competition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get on. I go, I didn't get picked. Then Columbus
Take that little
calls.
thing out of his pocket and write his little notes.
I don't know what he did.
Bob has he has a man.
So Columbus comes. He's in Columbus the next week. They call me and say, Gary, can you come up and host? All right. I'm thinking, all right, definitely probably get on.
For sure.
Dude, they got me running it. I'm out there explaining the rules to the comics. I'm like, all right, guys, 5 minutes. They'll do this.
So everybody's like, when you're on, fuck.
Well, the way they got me is like, Bob shows up like star maker, and I'm the one explaining, like, Bob's going to be in the back. He's the one to start Def Jam. They got this whole thing I'm reading to them. And I'm hosting, and we're done. And then, again, I'm like, did I get on? No. I see
no,
Bob.
or just no answer?
I don't remember. It was a no. Okay. So I see Bob like a month later at the Comedy Store. I say, hey, Bob, can I talk to you for a minute? He goes, yeah. I go, I'm just wondering, man. I'm not mad or nothing. I was like, can you tell me why I didn't get on? Gary, look, man, I'm just here to relax. I don't appreciate you hemming me up like this. Woo. And I'm going, what? He goes, he acted like I came up like, hey, motherfucker, why did I get on? I was literally curious, like, what happened? Why didn't I get on? And he was like, I just came. I said, so I told him, I said, Bob, we're at a comedy club. I would never hem you up at dinner. Right. I was like, we're at a comedy club, and it's before the show. I'm just asking a question. He was like, I don't appreciate you coming at me like this in a time when I'm just trying to relax. And, I was like, I was like, what is he talking about right now? I wouldn't bother you.
Do you think that affected you?
No, I already got told no.
Yeah, I think that's a vibe kind of thing where he's like,
he told me. But I
don't think it's the kind of thing he's like, he takes his paper out and goes, Gary approaches when he shouldn't. And then
No. I was already told no. And here's how the whole night went. It was hysterical. So the night started at the Comedy Store, and I stopped by to say hi to some people. I wasn't going up. So I go, I asked Bob, and he's like, it's not all about the laughs. It's does the material fit our show? And I'm going, if my material fit any show, it was Def Jam.
Right.
CMT, maybe not.
Okay.
Right. But my material, all right. I go over to the Laugh Factory to go up. I have never met Tiffany Haddish. I had never heard of Tiffany Haddish, right? Literally, she goes on stage. She goes, yeah, bitch just found out she got Def Jam. I was like, who the fuck is this hoe? That is my first time I ever heard of her. I remember what she was wearing. 2007.
Okay.
Around that time.
I was in the balcony that night.
Where?
When Tiffany said that on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she was on stage with her purse and shit.
And she had shorts on.
Yep.
I remember she had little
black shorts.
I don't know.
Long way, her legs was out.
She had legs. Because let's just say, most women comedians aren't stunners. There's attractive ones, but they're not stunners. Tiffany at that time, I was like, she got nice legs, she's built, she's pretty. I was like, oh, who's that? And then, bitch just got Def Jam. I was like this. Yeah, you fucking shitting me. I go, what is going on right now? I go, I just let Bob Sumner, and it's almost like he goes, the white boy, he's going to be on the side of the stage. Let him know who's on the show. But honestly, me and Tiff got cool. That's how I met her. And then she featured for me for a little while. And then I remember she'd always tell me, she goes, her manager called me. And he was like, yeah, Tiffany really likes working with you. And I think it's a good combo. It's a good balance. So we just wonder if, she can start opening up for you on some dates. I said, dude, you guys call the clubs? If they call me, I'm going to say yes. But I was like, I don't have the time to call for you. But if you guys call and say, hey, Tiffany wants to open up for Gary in Tampa. Tampa calls me, I'm going to say yeah. Then Tiffany calls me and she goes, yeah, my husband, I don't know.
I remember him. He was rough.
He goes, I never met him. He goes, yeah, he's already asking who you are and things like that. And he goes, yeah, and he started telling me a bunch of stuff about him. I don't want to tell her business. I said, oh, Tiff, you can't go on the road with me. I can't die. And she goes, what? I go, he's a cop. I go, and he's insecure? And you're going to be on the road with me? I go, I said, Tiff.
I did not know he was a cop. He did not move like a cop.
I never met him. But I was like, Tiff, get it cleared up with him.
He moved like a Rottweiler little bear. Like, that's how he
I never seen him.
He was a visible threat in the corner.
I never met him.
Quiet, always watching.
Oh, see, I was like this. I go, get that cleared up,
Yeah.
and you go on the road with me, which I meant break up. But I was like, get that worked out. You can always go on the road with me. I like hanging out with you. But I was just like, you got a crazy dude? I said, and I literally told her, I go, you got to get over that. You in a industry that's 80-90% men on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I said, he's insecure already? I said, and me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. That was the first time I saw her, though.
They split.
Bitches got Def Jam. It's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But it worked out for all of us.
What time is it?
Oh, 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got to edit out that 30 seconds. I'm just kidding.
Hey man, that's the episode though.
Yeah.
So what do you want? You want to say where you're at?
I don't know where I got coming up. I'll just, you know what? You know what, Pump? New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve is going to be a great one to pump. It's at the Majestic.
No, we're at the Texas Trust Theater in Grand Prairie.
There we
New
go.
Year's Eve.
Texas Trust Theater in Grand Prairie. I'll be there.
Lavelle Crawford,
Boom.
Miss Pat.
Nice.
I got T-Robe.
Hey.
And Nate Jackson.
Yeah. And Brad. And so we're going to all eat after the show.
You get to meet my girl. You've never met my girl, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, you'll meet her that night.
I'm excited. But so New Year's Eve, Dallas.
Dallas, Texas.
It's going down. So I'm looking forward to that too. So
Yep.
you got to get your tickets if you don't already have them. If you want to see me in Dallas, you need to get your tickets.
Facts. It's a fire show.
It is.
Here we go. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Peace.